Season 6 is almost over, but the event played on decks 15 and 16 will earn double XP. In the city, earn double XP at the Kia Challenge. Complete all the challenges and earn.
The Fist, a sculpture honoring boxing great Joe Louis. We welcome you to downtown Detroit on this lovely afternoon. Welcome, and hey, Allie.
Hey, Brian, you could say the...
Oh, yeah, he's had some good ones, Allie. Thanks. And the starting lineup for the Nets. They've got Kyrie Irving. Kevin Durant is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Seth Curry, and it's Brown in at the small forward position. And Smitty. Some teams are going big again.
They are, B.A. It's all about matchups and creating mismatches. You like to have the personnel for every situation.
MP is checked in for Brooklyn. And the free throw, no good. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Here's Irving. That one's in there. Drummond with the assist.
Love what Drummond did on that play. Kept his eyes up, and he was being unselfish.
Pass to Graham. Here's Cunningham. And he's going for the lob. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Fantastic awareness from Grant, recognizing the chance to complete the alley-oop jam.
Here's MP. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Grant outside. Here's Cunningham. He's guarded by Irving. Pass to Olynyk. 5 on the clock. Over Irving. The shot by Olynyk, no good.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
MP against Grant. On the wing, Durant. Back to MP. To the middle.
They're getting him shots in his spots. That's understanding your personnel.
Detroit has gone 1 for 3 from outside so far in this game. Here's Cunningham. He's guarded by Irving. And that one's good. Cunningham.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Pass to Irving. To the inside. MP. Now here's Drummond. Back to MP. 6 to shoot. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Down low from the line. And Cunningham pulls it down. For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Outside Olynyk. Launches a 3. It doesn't go for him. And Brooklyn will go the other way with it. And with Kelly Olynyk, you know what you're getting. He's out there to drag a big man away from the hoop, Smitty.
You know what, B.A.? Kelly Olynyk does it extremely well. Not going to score inside or play a lot of defense, but you can't ignore him from behind the arc.
Pass to Joseph. Here's Cunningham. He's guarded by Irving. Back to Joseph. Here's Olynyk. Some solid defense from Drummond.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Back to MP. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good by Drummond. Drummond's got 6.
Multi-time NBA rebound leader. Might want to think about putting a body on Drummond.
Pass to Graham. Here's Cunningham. He's guarded by Irving. Here's Joseph.
Just one foul now away from the penalty.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Aldridge comes in for Drummond. And Simmons is subbed in for Kevin Durant. And here's Diallo. He's guarded by Irving. Back to Joseph. Fires the three. Aldridge pulls down the board. The Nets with a lead. MP outside. Aldridge left side. To the paint. Here's MP. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Pass to Joseph. Bay left side. Knocked away and stolen by Simmons. Here's MP outside for Irving. Back to MP. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. Lee, he's checked in for Joseph. And a change for the Nets. Harris is checked in. Free throw no good from MP.
I'll tell you, man, Irving can do many things for your ball club. But at the top of the list, he's a tremendous shooter with great range and great confidence.
Pass to Lee. Outside Bagley. To stop the drought. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. You know, if you were to hand select a player to take the last shot for you, no one would bat an eye if you chose Kyrie Irving.
Ever since his shot over Steph Curry in 2016, Irving's been a legend. And some of it's his mental approach. People say he marches to the beat of a different drum. That may help him in those big moments.
Diallo outside. It's stolen by MP. It's a one-on-one situation. Simmons with it. Check by Bagley. That's good from Simmons on the assist by MP.
Already 6 of their points coming off second chances. Pretty impressive.
Outside Bagley. And they pick up 2. Bagley's got his second basket of the night.
Nice dribble move to get to the hoop for an easy 2.
Knocks it loose. Pass to Harris. Now here's MP. Tight defense on him. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. Claxton, he's checked in for Brown. Aldridge finds Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Claxton. Fires for 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3. It'll be on Marvin Bagley. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nets.
They've gotten a lot of high-quality shots in the paint early on. That was clearly part of their game plan coming in.
Also, as soon as we got underway tonight, they began pounding the offensive glass for those putbacks. And an absolute brutal showing from the line so far.
And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the strike. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. MP outside. And stolen by Bagley. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Here's Diallo. Rebound Brooklyn.
And they won that last game. Scorching hot field goal percentage.
MP, the pass to Harris. Back to MP. And stolen by Bagley. Here's Diallo. And that one is stuffed right through.
With that 6'11" frame, Bagley causes havoc in passing lanes and on the ball. He can have an impact on games defensively.
Here's MP. The shot won't fall. And Detroit will go the other way with it. 1:11 left in the first quarter here. Diallo outside. Stewart inside, covered by MP. That ties the game.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Well, Brooklyn's shooting a terrific 58% to start the game. Excellent numbers. There's 49 seconds left in the first. And that one's good. And the Nets lead by 2.
Great balance and body control for a big. Aldridge powers through some pretty good defense there.
Bey against Harris. And here's Bey. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. Oh, great D that time from MP. Brooklyn with the ball. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
They look lost in the final quarter. Couldn't keep it together at all. Miscommunications cost them that game. And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Left side Bagley. It's tipped. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nets out in front, up by 4, and back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And always ready in the clutch. Kyrie Irving says he saves it.
For me, I just try to go out the game.
We'll go for a different look here. Olynyk checked in for Stewart. Grant comes in for Bagley. Cunningham's checked in for Bey. And Joseph is subbed in for Lee. So on the floor for Brooklyn, they've got Kevin Durant. MP is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Andre Drummond, and it's Brown in at the 3.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Into the lane, looking to end the run. And it's MP with a rebound.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, there's an annual survey of NBA executives. Going into last season, the Pistons were selected for worst offseason. But with the promise of their young players, guys, some optimism that the rebuild in the Motor City is off to a strong start.
Physical, defensive-minded, Allie. That's Detroit basketball, isn't it? Brooklyn has gone 4 of 4 from three-point land in the second quarter. Pass to Drummond. Now here's MP. Not a lot of room, and he gets that one. Drummond's got 4 points this quarter.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Cunningham. He's guarded by Irving. Joseph uses the glass to finish the layup. Joseph has got his second basket on the night.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's MP. He's off on that one. Some solid defense from Diallo. Detroit has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Pass to Joseph. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And in the league today, we've got some all-time greats playing out on the wing. But who do you think the best wing in the NBA is right now, Grant?
Oh, boy, you're trying to get me in trouble. That's a tough one. I mean, you have LeBron, you have Giannis, you have Kawhi, KD. All of them are elite. All of them are champions. So if I had to choose, I guess I'll go with, I don't know. They're just all great.
MP, the pass to Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
I like that Drummond has become more in control of his offensive game, and the defense is running out of answers.
Here's Cunningham. He's guarded by Irving. And it's Cunningham missing. Brooklyn has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Brown passes to MP. Inside. Here's Drummond. Olynyk with some nice D. This Piston squad struggling. Here's Cunningham. Pass to Olynyk. Over to the wing. Clock at 6. And it's Cunningham missing.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Grant, at this point in his career, I think it's safe to say Andre Drummond will go down as one of the game's premier rebounders.
Yeah, you just don't call him a specialist because there's a lot more to Drummond's game than just rebounding. Rim protection, points in the paint. He does just about everything you want in a big man. When he's on the floor, he lightens the load on every other member of their front court.
It's stolen by MP. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Rebounded by Joseph. Well, the Pistons shooting just around 34% in this game so far. Grant outside. To the paint. Here's Olynyk. Oh, Drummond with the block.
Andre Drummond with the wingspan of 7'6". It's going to be hard to get it over him.
And the jam by Drummond.
So gifted. Drummond soars through the air, then explodes on the finish.
Detroit has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Pass to Cunningham.
And that's his 3rd foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
Get the perimeter, get the perimeter. Brooklyn on D. Here's Bagley. And Aldridge with the block.
They had some success in the first quarter, but since then, they've gone cold.
.157 left to play in the first half. The drive by Joseph.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. And there's 1:45 left in the second. 6 on the shot clock. A shot to stop the drought.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Misses again. 2 for 8 in this matchup. Pass to Irving. Back to MP. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Stolen by MP. And they're running. And that was good. Irving's got 7 points for the quarter.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Pass to Cunningham. Rebound Brooklyn. Drummond's got 9 rebounds now.
This is not what they need from him this quarter. He is way off. Yeah, and they've taken their foot off the gas a little. They were much more aggressive to start the game and really getting their opponent in early foul trouble.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Yes, it's good. Drummond's got 18 points.
Terrific concentration. Drummond maintaining focus through some physical play.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Cunningham missing.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Back to MP. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
No debate there. He got hammered.
No good on that one. So the Nets making a switch here. And the second free throw is good.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't
A dominating first half of play. And so far, it hasn't been close. It's the Nets just dominating this one. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive.
Now into the
line change here for Brooklyn. Harris against Bay. Harris passes to MP. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Marvin Bagley is out there with Saddiq Bey. Then it's Amadou Diallo. Then there's Saban Lee. And it's Stewart in at the center position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
MP, the pass to Aldridge. It's good.
That's a bad dude right there. Aldridge taking the hit, shakes it off for the score.
It's stolen by MP. Harris on the wing, wide open. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Harris has got 5 points in the quarter. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
You also can't overlook how well they've defended the rim as they've challenged every shot and blocked quite a few tonight.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
Now here's MP. 15 points in the game. And count it, 8 of 14 now. He's rolling.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Pass to Diallo. Here's Lee. And he lobs it up. Oh, got a piece of it. Down low. And MP gets it to go on the assist from Simmons. MP's got 19 points. Detroit has gone only 1 of 4 from three-point land in the third quarter. Pass to Diallo. Out to Bagley. Shot clock at 5. And out of bounds. The Nets will take it. Brooklyn has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. High post Aldridge. To the inside. It's stolen. Here's Lee. Simmons defending.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
To the middle. Here's Aldridge. The rebound by Stewart. Stewart's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Diallo passes to Stewart. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Stewart's got 4 points now in the quarter.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
1:25 left to play in the third. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Aldridge has got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Here's Lee. Down low. And stolen by Aldridge. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. Yep, count it. Claxton's got 7 points.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Pass to Bay. Outside Bagley. Diallo on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Aldridge pulls down the board. Aldridge has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's MP. And so he draws the foul, heading to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Diallo. First free throw is good.
Shooting for Brooklyn.
And both free throws good for MP. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. To the paint. And that one's good. Bagley. Give him 8 points now.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
MP outside. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. 5 to shoot. Inside. Aldridge with the bucket. Aldridge has got 6 here in the quarter.
LaMarcus Aldridge putting pressure on this defense, getting into the seams and making plays.
And so it's Brooklyn, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Nets as we get the fourth quarter going. We've got Joe Harris. He's out there with Nicholas Claxton, and it's Sharp in it to 5. To the inside. Down low. Here's Stewart. They get it again. Jackson outside. Pass to Stewart. Another shot. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
MP against Stewart to the middle. Here's Sharp. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. That's tipped to the left wing. Here's Livers. Pass to Lee. Uncovered. Good. He hits the jumper.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
The drive by MP, and he banks in the layup. MP's got 25 points in the game.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Lee. Pass to Jackson. And Grant, throughout your career, you mostly played in the smaller markets. You think the league is doing enough to help them compete?
I think so. I mean, look, Milwaukee just won a championship. An incredible season they had last year. I think they're doing the right thing between revenue sharing, the salary cap, the luxury tax. And remember, the players' union will always favor freedom of movement for its players. Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Garza. Off target with the 3. The Nets have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. The drive by MP. Inside. Here's Lee. MP up top. Detroit with a rebound. Stewart's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. There's Jackson with the 3. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now. Brooklyn's gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. Out to the wing. Now here's MP. Tightly guarded. Pass to Sharp. And here's MP. 6 to shoot. Here's Thomas. Let's go with a 3. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. Harris has got his 3rd assist of the night.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Terrific use of his body to open up space on the inside.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. MP drives in, and that one drops. MP's got 29.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And they'll keep possession. He blocks it again. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. And we've got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy.
So we see the Nets taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson. Thanks for joining us tonight. So long and
Okay,
good
I've
night.
got to ask, is there anything you can't do on offense?
I'm sure Coach can give you a whole list of things I need to work on.
Oh, come on, MP. Don't be so modest.
Look, no, I'm being serious. I'm never satisfied. I've got strengths and weaknesses like everybody else, but even the strengths, you can't take those for granted or your skills start to atrophy. So you got to work on everything all the time.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. Thanks for your time, MP.
Yeah, thank you, John.
Just a magnificent sunset illuminating the metropolitan area of Greater Houston, the most populous city in Texas. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now the starting group for the visitors. And for Houston, off his foot, and it's whistled a kick. Mitchell, the pass to Irving, to the right side. Outside Mitchell to the paint. Just 5 on the clock.
Moving the ball is certainly important, but forcing passes like that is simply bad basketball.
On the wing, Harden tries again, and it's Irving with a rebound. James, left side, count it.
Yeah, when LeBron James is fighting his way through contact, he makes it look so easy.
Here's McGrady. Three-pointer, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
To the inside, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Just nice ball movement there to create that shot. Calderon with the dime.
Now here's Harden. He's covered closely. Olajuwon can't get it to go. Left side, Irving. Fires at the elbow. Tipped. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Drexler. Knocks it down from distance.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Irving, the pass to James. Deflected. Three-pointer, Harden. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. The three. And it's Drexler missing. Here's Irving. Driving in. And Irving powers it home.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And here's Harden. The three. Stepped on the line. Out of bounds there. And that will cost him a possession.
Substitution for the away team, Devin George.
On the wing, Mitchell. Pass to Robinson. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
Good to see Mitchell distributing the basketball, guys. You want him to find his guys and establish some chemistry.
Here's McGrady. 4-3. He buries it from 3. He has 6. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Irving. Six on the shot clock. That one's good for 2. Irving's got his second basket of the game.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Timeout called. Houston.
That's a good timeout. They just can't hit anything.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Murphy. There's 1:34 left in the opening quarter. It's deflected. Here's Wade. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Left side, Robinson. Here's Barry. Going inside and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Takes a three. Hayes. Tipped back in for two. And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half.
Down low. Here's Robinson, and the layup is good off the glass.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. They get the rebound. Hayes. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And he makes the first.
First team foul.
He's perfect from the line this time. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Murphy. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. It's scooped up. Wow, good.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
Now here's Robinson. Defense right on him. The 3 ball. Wade, that's good.
Well, listen, this is far from the strength of Dwayne Wade's game, but you got to guard him from outside the arc, because if you give him a little bit of space, he'll make that.
Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Outside Robinson. The 3 is up. No luck on that one. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. The Houston Rockets up by 2. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Houston.
Guys, it's been great hustle defense throughout 2 quarters of play, contesting everything and racking up the block shots as well.
Yeah, and one other thing, they've got an impressive number of steals in the first half. Really good job on the defensive end.
They've got Cunningham, and it's George in at the 4. Here's Wade. Here he goes. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Well, the basketball mind that Dwayne Wade possesses is so special. What understanding and feel for where his guys will be.
And for the Rockets, and it's good for 2.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Now here's Robinson to the middle. And George gets it to go on the assist from Robinson.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Robinson against Paul. Here's the 3. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Francis. And they'll get another chance. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Inside. Here's George. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
I'll tell you, allow him to get to a spot, and it's over, right? Defense unable to even challenge the shot.
Timeout called. Houston.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's Drexler from downtown. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. Pass to George. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Pulls up on the wing, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. He's got 5.
And a steal like that, with the conversion, can really start moving things in your direction.
Wade Back to George. 14 feet away. Here's Cunningham. To the inside. Here's McGrady. He's got 6. And he goes in for the dunk.
And that's got to hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Now here's Robinson. Puts up a 3. Unable to get that one.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
McGrady, good.
Though he does have a scorer's mindset, Harden's vision and experience playing alongside some of the best talent in the league have made him an awesome playmaker.
Pass to Cunningham. They need this. And he buries his first look.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Here's McGrady over Cunningham. McGrady, good. And the Rockets lead by 4. Here's Robinson. Here's Cunningham. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. And it's Houston's ball. Here's Harden. It's hauled in by Robinson.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Pass to Wade. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Okay, Dwayne Wade still showing a little get up and go at the rim. Nice dunk.
From outside the arc. McGrady shot is off. They haven't held the lead for a while.
And B.A., that's why this possession is so big for them. It could be the turning point in the game.
Here's Cunningham. There's 38 seconds left in the first half. For 3. Pass to Wade. There's the triple. Doesn't go that time. And it's Houston's ball. Here's Drexler. Misses, and you know he wants that one back.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And it's Harden with the big finish.
Check it out. Harden putting on a show, throwing down an acrobatic dunk.
For 3, Robinson. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Rockets, they're up by 4. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Stephen Silas. Mitchell Robinson is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Mitchell, and it's Irving in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Irving. The 3 is up. Doesn't go for him. And Houston will come the other way. Driving to the basket, and they're able to recover.
Oh, you watch LeBron, not a prolific shot blocker. But when he wants to get it done, he is emphatic.
Now, here's James. Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Three-pointer, Harden drills it from deep. Harden's got 5 points.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Julius Erving. That's his first personal foul.
Looking to slow it down here, run a play.
Which is interesting because they've done much better playing with pace.
Here's Harden. Here's Yao. Good work defensively by Robinson.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
There's a tenacity to Donovan Mitchell. Even with physical defense, this guy just finds a way to convert.
Both teams will make substitutions. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Known as a shot blocker coming in. Mitchell has added some discipline in that area for us.
Well, there's no doubt, because if you remember his first couple seasons, he was picking up way too many fouls. This guy is 7'1" with a 7'4" wingspan and elite athleticism. He can stay patient, let the offensive player make his move, and still be in a position to contest.
Clock is at 3. And down it goes. 2 points.
Boy, that's experience at its best right there. Calderon in the league long enough to have such precise timing on that pick and roll.
Here's Murphy. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. The visitors with the ball. 4-point game. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
How about that? LeBron James always looking for his guys. The court vision, unreal.
Here's Smith driving inside. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Mitchell. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close. This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
To the paint. Here's Sampson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Rockets lead by 2. Here's Irving. Can't connect from short range. We've got 1:55 left to play in the third quarter here. Kept alive. James with the block.
I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Here's Murphy. Smith outside. Fires the 3. Knocks down the triple. Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the three-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Timeout called. Houston
trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Make some noise. Checking in for the away team.
1:03 left in the third quarter. Here's Harden. Offensive board. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Houston.
What a tremendous showing from three-point land all through this game, guys.
Well, their transition game has been operating at full speed, too. They've really run the break well.
Mitchell into the lane. Tipped. To the wing on the left. Drexler. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
Here's Robinson. There's the block. Robinson's gone just 2 of 7 from the floor here. the left side wing. Three-pointer, Harden got a piece of it, and he's able to get it back. The putback. Here's Olajuwon, and he dunks it down.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when the illegal screen is set.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. The Houston Rockets, they're up by 5. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The visitors with the ball, trailing by 5. Pass to Barry. Here's Wade. He takes it in. And he throws it down with one hand.
I'll tell you, still such a force on these drives. Dwayne Wade, give him a lane, and he'll take advantage.
Here's Olajuwon. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And so he hits both. James with the ball. With the drive. Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
How intimidating it must be when LeBron is bearing down on the rack like that.
Now here's Harden. The D's right on him. From deep. And it's Irving with a rebound.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Takes it inside. And Irving powers it home.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Pass to Malone. A shot from the low post is good. And the Rockets lead by 3.
Everyone knows Harden is a talented passer. He can really rack up those assists.
To the middle. 10 feet away. Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good.
And both teams playing with a little more urgency in this half.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
Here's Harden. That shot off the mark.
And just unable to get anything going. His teammates have really bailed him out.
That goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Into the lineup for your home team.
It's stolen.
Calvin Murphy.
Here's Drexler. He's guarded by Irving. Pass to Olajuwon. And it's blocked by Irving. Shot's good by Olajuwon.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Now Mitchell. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. Just under 2 by now in the final quarter. Here's Drexler. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there.
Defensive foul. Julius Irving.
And here's Mitchell. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth.
Wow, Donovan Mitchell simply fearless when his team is in need.
Boy, this lead is razor thin.
Yeah, B.A., and there's a chance to extend that right here.
And he lobs it up top. Pass to Drexler. Here's Olajuwon. The fader. That one's off. 4 for 7 in the game now.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And hey, we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
And he drives in. Uses the glass on the layup. And now it's just a 2-point Houston lead.
Well, it just seems to never fail. A savvy veteran like Calderon to get you that much-needed score. Great play.
Timeout called. Houston. They lead New Balance Player of the Game.
And you have to give him credit. I mean, his shooting is really what put them over the top. I mean, his percentage from the field was just rock solid. I mean, just reliable, consistent, steady. Man, he gave them a safety net on every possession out there.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Stephen Silas as he talked with the team. He told his players, you know your job. Now just go out and do it. Don't get caught up in the moment. I want you to play with a steady pulse. He understands the emotions can run high at this stage of the game.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And a big finish by Robinson.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. 1:04 left in the fourth. Charge, the pass to Robinson. Here's Wade. Clock at 6. Pass to Sharge. 3-on-3. Here's Malone. Here's Murphy. Down low. Plenty of space. Oh, he nails it!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
It's Robinson, high post. Oh, okay then.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Timeout called. Houston. They're up by 2. 24 seconds left in the game. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
And Mitchell with the slam.
He might be young, but Mitchell is clutch. That's beautifully done.
So it's the home team now, and they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
Outside Irving. From deep. Cash. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings them within 1. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. And that'll put him up 2. All right, guys, what's your take?
I would honestly attempt to get the ball near the rim, because even if the shot doesn't fall, a quick putback will suffice.
Now here's Irving. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. with it. Now the starting group for the visitors. To the middle, James. And slam dunk by James.
Well, you better stop the ball, especially when it's LeBron James with it. That guy is pretty good.
Parker with it. Picked up by James. Leonard on the wing. "17-foot shot on the way. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
If you want to study how to work the mid-range area, just watch Leonard. Precise in everything he does.
Drive by Curry. And Curry throws it down.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Now here's Parker on the take. James with the block.
Boy, a superb shot blocker. LeBron continues to add to his highlight reel of impressive rejection.
Oh, and the jam by James.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Robinson. Here's Parker. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And the first one at the line is good. He does not get the second one. Here's Curry. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And there's the drive. That one goes. Count it.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
Curry against Parker. Inside. Here's Duncan. Good work there as it goes.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Curry against Parker. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. The kick out. Curry. Stolen by Parker. To the paint. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
Here's Curry. And there's the rejection. They recover it. Three-pointer. Connects from downtown. Curry's got 6.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. Robinson, he's checked in for Curry. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Robinson gets the
Just good awareness from Leonard there, feeding a wide-open guy instead of forcing his own shot.
Robinson into the lane, and a big finish by Robinson.
And one move ahead of the defense, a solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Now here's Irving. Pass to James. Got a hand on it. Leonard outside. James with the block. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter.
Oh, and Mitchell powers it home. Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
And here's Parker. To the inside. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
And the Admiral, David Robinson, a big-time threat to dunk it down. Can't give this 7'1" center any room down low.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
Now here's Parker to the paint. Deflected.
The massive wingspan of Abdul-Jabbar, impressive. Kareem easily swatting away shots.
Aldridge outside. Knocked loose. It's stolen by James. Here's Wade. That one's wide left. James with the block. Fast break. Here we go. Pulls up for three. Pass to Wade. Inside. It's stolen by Leonard. In transition. Finished off the break.
And, you know, the intensity Leonard plays with on defense is impressive, using his huge hands to claw the ball away.
Robinson into the lane. And a big finish by Robinson.
Come on now, what a talent. Slips through the lane and just flushes it home.
Oh, the D feeling some shame right there. That was big league.
Well, I tell you what, you just got to sit back and admire the creativity there.
Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. The Miami Heat up 7. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Artis Gilmore is just a massive guy, and strong, too. I mean, rugged, a center that is flat out a beast on both ends of the floor. Banged my head against that dude many a time. It was not fun.
Good on both. So, on the floor for San Antonio. Pass to George. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Wade. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Shot clock at 6. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Very few miscues from this team tonight. They valued their possessions and hold the lead, partly because of it.
Curry, he's checked in for Wade. On offense, here is San Antonio. It's a 5-point game. He's got a piece of it. Now here's Curry. He's got 6. And that one's good. Barry.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Pass to Aldridge. quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Here's Ginobili, and he buries his first look. Now Curry. Fires from deep. Here's Barry. Outside Curry. Lets the 3 fly. Good. Third basket in 6 attempts.
Anytime Curry gets a look from deep, he's letting it fly. And he's probably knocking it down, too.
Pass to Aldridge. Here's Ginobili. From deep 3-point range. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And here's Curry for 3. And that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
From the inbound. And there's a nice layup by Robinson. Robinson's got 6.
Yeah, I like the interior game of Robinson. He really does a nice job with getting deep position and then going to work.
Back to Curry. Six to shoot. Jacks up a 3. From the arc. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Well, I love what he's done in this first half, at least so far. Increasing confidence every time down the floor. You can see it.
Pass to Parker. Over Mitchell. Parker, no good. Left side Mitchell. There's the drive.
Well, I tell you what, Curry is such a tremendous perimeter shooter that I think his ability to set up teammates and his unselfishness are often underrated.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Duncan. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
And, you know, Duncan is an incredible talent. He's a menace on the block. Exceptional at scoring deep inside.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Picking up his second foul here. Has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
Up top, Parker. He's covered by Curry. That shot's good by Parker. 1:14 left in the half. Leonard against Curry. Pass to Irving. Shoots over Parker. Here's Barry. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Good watching Barry square himself up from here. This guy's a dependable shooter from the mid-range area of the court.
Here's Gervin. Back to Parker. Soft touch off the glass. Parker's got 4 points in the quarter.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And a deep 3 from Curry. There's 38 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Now here's Irving. He's guarded closely. Wade misses. This gives him an opportunity to get within 10. Pass to Leonard. Shots blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. There's 10 seconds left in the first half. Three seconds left. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And so that's the end of the first half. The Miami Heat up 8. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
We've got Mitchell Robinson, and it's Wade in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Stephen Silas. And a big finish by Robinson.
And, you know, guys, Wade is a terrific teammate, always willing to give up the ball and share the sugar, if you will, especially when his teammate is wide open.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Oh, my. And that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
The visitors with the ball. They trail by 6. That shot's good by Parker.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
James, right side. Back to Robinson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Parker with it. He's got 9. Drives to the hoop. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Robinson.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead. And, you know, this could be the season that LeBron passes Karl Malone for second all-time in career scoring. And dare we think this, after a year or 2, perhaps even passing Kareem? That's almost sacrilege. But it could happen if LeBron stays healthy.
And a big finish by Robinson.
Yeah, you know, it's like the game is in slow motion for LeBron. He sees the entire floor and sees it so well, knows what's coming, and usually always makes the right pass.
Pass to Gervin. Robinson in the post, working on Robinson. And Clark, LeBron already the all-time playoff scoring leader and second all-time in final scoring to Jerry West.
Well, it all makes sense, B.A. You add it up. His brilliance, his longevity, his consistency. I mean, he's made the finals just about every year, too. That doesn't hurt when we're talking about playoff stats. It is absolutely incredible what he's been able to do.
Shot's good by James.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
James has gone 4 for 6 from the field. Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
So both teams changing it up here. Here's Ginobili. Checked by Mitchell. Ginobili, no good. They're ready to keep this run rolling.
Hey, it's been a pretty good one.
And George with the jam.
That's great court awareness. Mitchell's just reliable at noticing when his guys are uncovered.
He's covered by Curry. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Lays it up and banks it in. He has 6.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
To the middle. Here's George. And George with the jam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Pass to Aldridge. 1:07 left in the third quarter. Here's Ginobili. Fires in the triple.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
And here's Curry. 15 points in the game, and it's rejected.
Respect the reach of Gilmore because it's extensive. Makes blocking shots look really easy.
And it's Elliott missing.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Mitchell grabs a miss. Right side Curry. Down low. Here's Barry. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
1 second left. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. So on the floor for San Antonio. To the inside, Abdul-Jabbar. Launches it. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Inside, pass to Abdul-Jabbar. 6 on the shot clock. The three from Curry. On target from range.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Here's Silas. Checked by Mitchell. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. The home team on D. Duncan, no good. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And here's Curry for three. Curry with another miss. Leonard outside. Three-pointer, no good. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Pass to Barry. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. On offense, here is San Antonio. Leonard finds some space, gets an open look, and hits it.
That may not be his first choice, but Kawhi's not going to pass it up if it's there for him. Good decision to take the quick jumper off the catch.
Here's Curry. He takes it in.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Priority and goal number one has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
What a throwdown! Nice. And a big-time jam right there.
filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his third foul so far. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Here's Leonard. Duncan.
And Barry is a crafty defender. Love how he uses his length to contest shots. Makes shooters feel uncomfortable.
Controls the rebound and the putback.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
Pass to Mitchell. Back to Curry. Here's Barry. 5 to shoot on the wing. Curry. From deep. They get it back. Outside for Mitchell. And here's George. Curry from deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got 23 points.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 19. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter here. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, he deserves it. His perimeter shooting was lethal all game long. Everything he put up, I assumed it was going in, and it sure felt like it did.
And you know, this home arena really appreciates this guy. And it's clear that he takes pride in playing his best in front of them. Stolen by Parker. Lots of room. That shot missing.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Back to Robinson. Shot from the wing. And he connects with a jumper. To the wing, right side.
Hey, LaMarcus.
Here's Silas. Checked by Mitchell. Silas, no good. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, B.A., they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
And he comes up with a bucket.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Aldridge against James. Ooh, it's stolen away. 16 feet out. That one rolls around and rims out. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Driving inside and slam dunk by James.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
To the middle. Good.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Outside Irving. Misses there. And so the home crowd treated to a win, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. So much activity in Canada's largest city, Toronto, a world-class location for tonight's broadcast. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up alongside Grant Hill and Steve Smith. Allie LaForce, our reporter. I'm Brian Anderson. Now the starting group for the visitors. Durant and Griffin, the combo out front. Kyrie Irving out there with James Harden. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot. Thaddeus Young out there with Anthony Edwards. Then there's Dennis Smith. Then it's Buddy Hield. And it's Davis in at center. Now Harden. Pass to Durant. And Young with the block. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. Outside Irving. Now Durant. Guarded by Young. Shot clock at 5. And Durant with the big finish.
Clever feed by Kyrie Irving, moving the ball to a teammate with a quality look.
Right side Young. Pass to Edwards. And he lays it up and in.
They take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
Brooklyn with the ball. Here's Irving. For 3, Durant. Edwards pulls it in. Durant's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Outside Hield. Nice start for him. Taking his first shot.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
You know, when Buddy Hield came into the league, he joined a select list of current and former NBA players that hail from the Bahamas. It's not a long list, but it's longer than you might think.
And what's incredible is Buddy did a fantastic job for the relief effort in the Bahamas after the devastating hurricane in 2017. His work to raise funds and resources for the people who were affected is so important to that entire nation.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Pass to Durant. Over Young. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Thaddeus Young.
And Kevin Durant, so long, you have to leave your feet to contest his shot. But that's how he gets you.
2 shots.
Free throw is good from Durant. And KD always in the debate over who's the top dog in this league.
And what's interesting is he doesn't really want any part of that discussion. He said, one thing I told myself, don't worry about who people say is the best player. Blocking out distractions is key to achieving greatness.
Now here's Smith. Outside Edwards. Ooh, Griffin with the steal. Tipped away. And stolen by Edwards. Oh, there's the alley. Throw it down on the lob.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. Irving against Hield. Irving, the pass to Griffin. Stolen by Davis. Hield finds Young. And Young slams it in.
More than just a score. Hield moves the ball well, especially when his guys are open.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Irving for 3. Sinks the tray. Irving's got 5.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Smith driving to the basket. Hield with room to shoot. Nails the wide open jumper.
You watch Hield. You marvel at his jumper. It's as pure as anyone in this league.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Griffin. It's Brown on the wing. Tipped. Now here's Mills. Westbrook outside. From 12 feet, Brown with the steal. It's Griffin, high post. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
I love that play right there. You see the patience of Blake. Doesn't force anything, just waits for his man to break free.
Now here's Westbrook. Brown with the steal. And they're on the break. Here's Luwawu-Cabarrot. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Outside Oubre. To the paint. Here's Westbrook, and he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Pass to Griffin. Back to Mills. Brown in the high post. 5 on the clock. Outside Johnson from deep three-point range. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
And the basket by Westbrook.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Outside Mills. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Patrick Mills. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Outside Mills. There's the 3.
Proving he's not just a scorer. Patty's getting after it on the defensive end, disrupting the shooter's rhythm.
And that does it for the first quarter. The Knicks, they're up by 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Westbrook. Out to Oubre. Shot clock at 6. Second chance effort. Pass to Mills. And another shot. And he hits the jumper. Mills with it. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. On the floor for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin out there with Alize Johnson. Then it's Bruce Brown. Then there's Patrick Mills. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in at the small forward position. And it's Westbrook off the drive.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
Second quarter of basketball. About a minute played so far. And here's Mills. Griffin outside. Back to Mills. Beyond the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Mills has got his first 3 points of the game.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
It's stolen by Johnson. And here comes the break. Here's Luwawu Cabarrot. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession.
Team ball. Checking in for the away team.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Here's Harden. It's rebounded by Zubac. Outside Oubre. Pass to Poe. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Griffin in the post. Pounded by Westbrook. Griffin's gone 1 for 4 from the field.
And, of course, Kevin Durant signing a big extension this summer, fresh off a gold medal for the U.S., where he was the most dominant player in the world in Tokyo. And now locked in his next 4 years with the Brooklyn Nets. A great deal for him and a great deal for this squad.
First team foul. Substitution for the away team, Joe Harris. Kyrie Irving.
Here's Irving. He's got 5. Outside Harden to the middle. Here's Durant. Out to Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes it inside. Uneasy 2 on the layup.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Smith against Irving. Ooh, Durant with a steal. The drive by Irving. Count that bucket. Irving's got 7.
His ability to freeze the defender and then take off. Kyrie makes plays that others just can't.
2 minutes remaining in the first
Here's
half.
Smith.
2 minutes.
No good off the back of the rim. They've got numbers. And Griffin the bucket on the assist by Durant. Griffin's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Blake Griffin has a little bit of shake and bake in his game. Nice move off the dribble.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's his first personal.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Nets.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
The other thing they've done is immediately get out on the fast break. They're definitely getting some points that way.
Now here's Irving. 7 points in the game. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Davis. Timeout called. Brooklyn.
You know Blake Griffin's NBA career certainly didn't have humble beginnings. I mean, he won the slam dunk contest and Rookie of the Year in his debut season. He really hit the ground running.
Let's see who's the loudest.
1:24 left in the first half of this game. And there's the call on Dennis Smith.
Jr.
That'll be a 2nd foul of the game.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
Here's Irving. And it's blocked by Davis.
This is what AD gives you at that end. He's made the all-defensive first team multiple times.
And while Blake Griffin's career certainly got off to a hot start, Grant, he's also managed to remain a dominant force over the years.
No question. He's a guy who can get it done. Points, rebounds, assists, anything you need. He's a great example of an enduring talent. Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Smith. 7 points in the game. Davis. That's good.
You see the weight that AD's added to his frame over the years. Now invites contact.
Irving for 3. Pure from 3-point range. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Edwards finds Smith. Back to Edwards.
I saw it. Wow. And he saw it.
And it's flushed down. A nice jam. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Irving against Smith. Healed from outside. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we're through the first half of... And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
We've got Anthony Davis, Anthony Edwards out there with Thaddeus Young. Then it's Buddy Hield, and it's Smith in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Stephen Silas.
That's his first personal.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for your home team.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Now Irving. Outside Durant. Inside. And Griffin slams it in.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Now here's Smith. He's got 9. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Here's Durant. Griffin outside. Pass to Mills. Out to Harris. Shoots over Davis. And it's blocked by Davis.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board. Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the 3 in transition.
Outside Mills. Here's Irving. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
It's his third personal.
It goes on Dennis Smith.
If you're looking for entertainment, you come to the right place. Kyrie puts on a show every night.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Both free throws good from Irving.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Now here's Mills. He's guarded by Irving. Back to Mills. Outside Hield. Lets it go from deep. No good. And Brooklyn going the other way now. Griffin outside. This one for 3. Shot's no good. Made 4. He's missed 4 now.
Looking at Blake Griffin, he's battled a ton of injuries. They've definitely taken a toll on him at times, but he continues to be a fighter.
Irving. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Pass to Hield. Drops in the 3. Hield's got 6 points in the quarter. You feel bad for Griffin, considering how often he's been hurt. But he seems like he just can't catch a break.
You're so right, but let's give him credit for gutting through it, adapting his game over time also, wanting to play in this league as long as he can.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Smith outside. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Smith's got 13.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Down low. Here's Irving, and it's blocked.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Smith right side. The wide open shot is on the money. He's got 15.
You know, I think this guy just loves the game of basketball. The preparation, the interaction with his teammates. He has fun out there on the
Here's Irving. He's got 12. Up and over Smith. Not enough on that one as it misses.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
And Zubac with the basket on the assist by Smith. Smith's got 4 assists in the game. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
The athleticism of Kelly Oubre, he shows it on both ends of the floor. Just explodes off the ground.
Harden, he's checked in for Brown. A minute and a half left in the third. Outside Irving. into the lane. And again, another missed shot. And Oubre, a strong finisher, but also makes use of his athleticism on these.
Kelly has great length and a huge wingspan. He hounds defenders with his reach, also willing to meet anyone at the rim.
Patrick Mills.
Smith outside. Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards got 8 points.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Pass to Durant. Shoots over Young. And all around the rim that time before dropping. He has 6.
What versatile shooting by KD, making the most of a mid-range look.
Now here's Smith, guarded closely. To the inside, Hield. Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Here's Mills, and he drives in. It's not going to go for him. Davis with the defensive effort. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Smith against Harden. Pass to Hield. From behind the arc. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Here's Durant. Goes back up. He got it off in time. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. The New York Knicks up by 16. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor for Brooklyn, the star-studded backcourt of Irving and Harden. Durant and Griffin the combo out front. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Outside Mills. Hits a 3-pointer.
They keep attacking from the 3-point range here in the second half.
Mills has gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Outside Harden. Clanks the dunk.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
Smith, he's checked in for Mills. And now another look at that mobile 1 block defensive performance.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now here's Harden. Pass to Durant.
Now that their field goal percentage is starting to tail off, they're losing ground.
Look at Durant making use of his height, winning the rebound and putting it back.
Shooting for the away team, Kevin Durant.
Free throw is good from Durant. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Davis has gone 1 for 3 on the night. 3-pointer, Harden. And they get it back. Second chance shot. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Second personal.
Relentless work down there on the glass for Blake.
A few possessions into the 4th, just over a minute played. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You know, the longtime veteran Thaddeus Young has changed this game. He's becoming more of a point forward, and he has thrived in that role.
And Smitty, as you alluded to, the passing numbers for Young have really climbed.
They are starting to use him in a lot of those short roll sets. He has great chemistry with his guards. It could be a brand new version of how Thaddeus Young is going to play going forward.
Smith passes to Davis. Banked it in off the glass.
Business-like focus. AD presents a big target on the road. Bucket.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. And this short amount of time should be beneficial to these players to catch their breath a little bit, while at the same time replenishing their energy by drinking some Gatorade as we head into the final stretch of this game. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Steve Nash said to the team. He really got into them, saying, quote, "You guys aren't playing hard enough. Forget the X's and O's. We need to play with passion." Let's just see that for the last part of this game, guys.
And Allie, thanks. Smith against Durant. Hield passes to Smith. Clock at 6. Down low. Here's Young.
Away team foul. Kevin Durant. That's his second personal.
First one falls for him.
At the line for your home team.
And both free throws good for Young.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
Durant against Young. Durant pass to Harden. With the teardrop. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Durant's got 6 assists now in the game. Inside. Here's Young. And the layup falls.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Durant. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
You know, he's still slender, but KD's gotten a lot stronger. You have to wrap him up early. You can't let him get the shot off.
Russell Westbrook, he's checked in for Smith. Edwards against Irving. Hield with the ball.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
From deep. And it's Edwards against Durant. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Durant's got 10 points here in the second half. 1:46 left to play in the fourth. Westbrook. The shot's good.
That's the area of the floor where Westbrook's efficiency scoring the ball is fantastic.
Brooklyn with the ball. 8-point game. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Outside Edwards. Takes a 3. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Here's Durant. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Smith, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook.
Kevin Durant. 1 shot.
Because of his talent, any team KD is on, they will always have a chance to compete.
Smith with it. Picked up by Griffin. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Mills, he's checked in for Carter.
On top of being a great player, AD's a great teammate. Even forcing his way out of New Orleans, he was honest about what he wanted, didn't complain along the way, and hasn't complained since.
Durant, pass to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. For 3. Hauled in by Curry.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
From deep three-point range. And no good. And Brooklyn going the other way now. Irving for 3. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Offensive rebound. Smith outside. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
All AD needs is solid inside positioning. Once he has this, he's clear for takeoff.
And Harris throws it down.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Misses. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching tonight's game, and we'll see you next time.